Hello and welcome back. Let's continue talking about retailing. Pages 42 and pages 43, they continue talking about retailing. And I need you to focus on pages 42 and 43, which basically talk about this company, Camper. Before we start reading the articles on pages 42 and 43, I want you to focus your attention on these different questions that are present in both pages. Let's start reading from the top. And it says, number 1, you have to focus on how the company was created. Number 2, new store concepts. Number 3, Camper's restaurant business. 4, food preparation. 5, unique footwear features. 6, interior design. And also, you have to focus your attention on these other 8 different questions. And let me read them. 1, it says, which cities have info stores? Number 2, where was the first Camper store opened? 3, how many stores in the world sell Camper shoes? 4, what seating arrangements do football restaurants have? 5, how are football restaurants different from traditional ones? 6, what can you find inside an info shop? 7, what was the inspiration for the Mutante shoe? And 8, what is the most unusual feature of the Mutante shoe? Alright, as I told you, page 42 starts talking about the history of Camper. I'm going to read this article, follow the reading, and I will also explain some words that I want you to focus on. So, let me read this for you. It says, Camper is the living story of a family business and of a family who have been working together for over a century. This word century, it means 100 years. The story of 4 generations that have dedicated their life's work to the footwear industry. Footwear, it's related to shoes. In 1877, Antonio Flogza, a shoe craftsman or a shoe craftsman is a shoemaker, set sail means travel by boat, for England to learn about the latest industrial manufacturing techniques. Manufacturing, it refers to the production in factories. So manufacture is to produce in factories. On his return, he introduced the first shoemaking machines. In 1975, Lorenzo Flogza created Camper, and in 1981, the first Camper store was opened in Barcelona. Today, Camper has over 1,000 carefully selected points of sale in 20 countries. Part B talks about Camper football. Yes, football with D. And it says, the eating place built on the principles of bioconstruction. Bioconstruction, it refers to building with natural materials, using non-contaminating materials and renewable energy sources. Renewable in Spanish, that's renovable, or in this case, renovables. Is an ecological space where you can eat alone or with company. Here people sit on steps. What are steps? Well, let me explain this to you. This structure over here is called stairs or a staircase. And each one of the sections of the staircase is called step. In this case, this staircase has 3 steps. So, it says again, here people sit on steps designed for a full sensorial experience, a space for conversation, and also for reverie. Reverie is like daydreaming. So it's when people are imagining things when they are awake, or usually this happens when people are eating alone. Okay, nothing to hide. We're offering simple, healthy, and natural cuisine. Let me stop here. Cuisine refers to food. So if cuisine is food, what the text is trying to tell you that they offer natural food. But let me tell you something else. Cuisine, as I told you, is food. And when you translate cuisine into Spanish, it's cocina, like cocina natural. But also kitchen, the room in your house, it's also cocina. And stove, the electrical appliance, la estufa, it's also cocina. So there are 3 different words in English for the Spanish word cocina. So remember, 3 words in English, 1 word in Spanish. Free from any secrets, for this reason, you can always watch us preparing the food. Camper Food Bowl is an eating space designed to share food culture. Okay, now let's talk about InfoShop Madrid. It says, Camper's 3rd InfoShop has opened in the well-known Salamanca area of Madrid. Well-known, guys, it means prestigious. The new store is in a prize location. Prize, it means in a first-class location. So probably it's like very luxurious. At the corner of Calle Serrano and Calle Jorge Juan. The store design is made up of images, icons, and objects which are joined by camper shoes to create an enormous visual camper encyclopedia with more than 900 references. The store becomes a museum for the visitor to experience. As in the other info shops, London and Tokyo, the decoration becomes the information, and the information becomes the decoration. And finally, section D, the Mutante. It says, the design for this new line was inspired by the old boxing glove. That's a boxing glove. And remember, it's pronounced as glove. If you say something like glove, be careful, because you may be saying something different. So the right pronunciation is glove. Boxing glove. And the result, a new concept with a unique aesthetic and a personality of its own. The Mutante is based on an advanced manufacturing process known as the glove concept, providing maximum comfort and protection for your feet. Okay guys, I have to be honest with you, and this is my favorite part of the article. It says, special padded leathers. Let me stop here and let's talk about padded. Well, this is a puppy, okay? And the puppy has a paw. This is called a paw. Let me just write here for you. Paw. I'm not good at using this. Paw. Like Paw Patrol. And each one of these sections of the paw, it's called a pad. P-A-D. Pad. So they are like soft parts in the puppy's paw for walking. Let me continue. Leathers. Leather is this material that you get from a cow, from the skin or the fur, F-U-R, of a cow. So it says special padded leathers that are extremely soft and at the same time resistant. Give this shoe a more retro look. The lining is like this part inside the shoe, okay, that kind of protects your feet, okay? In the case of this shoe that you see there on your screen, this one is kind of old and, worn away, like desgastado. It says, the lining made of a natural material known as Climatex. Climatex is this material. It's very hard to describe, but for you to have a better understanding, well, take a look. That's Climatex. Provides protection against impact and temperature control. While the insole, guys, is this part of the shoe, the one that goes inside, okay? But it's like under your feet, okay? It's inside the shoe, under your feet. While the insole of natural materials like cocoa latex, this is cocoa latex, okay? You have probably seen that before. And wool cushions. The action of cushioning is like that action. In Spanish, that action is called amortiguar. Cushions the foot when walking. But the most unique feature of this revolutionary shoe will be a surprise for more than a few of you. There is no left or right. Each shoe can be used for the left or right foot. Alright guys, now it's your time for taking the quiz and answering the questions that we saw at the beginning of this video.